Have you ever wondered why every single morning you wake up needing to clear your throat again and again? That sticky, thick feeling, the sound of coughing that starts your day. It's not just an occasional bother, it's become a routine, hasn't it? For many older adults, this isn't just a leftover from a cold or allergy. It's something that seems to come back day after day, and most people assume it's just what happens with age. But here's the truth, that daily mucus buildup could be your body trying to tell you something important. And if you don't pay attention, or if you treat it the wrong way, you could actually be making things worse, not better. That's why today's video is so important. We're going to walk through 5 of the most common reasons people over 60 experience this problem. Each one is backed by science and explained in a way that makes sense. And more importantly, you'll learn what simple, natural changes you can make starting today that may help you breathe clearer and feel better. If you're between your mid-50s and 80s, or you care for someone who is, this message could make a big difference in your daily comfort and your peace of mind. So take a deep breath, grab a warm drink, and let's explore this together. And if you find this helpful, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new tip to support your health and well-being. Reason 1, postnasal drainage from aging sinuses. One of the most overlooked reasons older adults struggle with daily mucus is something happening quietly inside the sinuses. As we grow older, the lining of our nasal passages naturally dries out. The tiny hair-like structures called cilia that once worked efficiently to sweep away irritants begin to slow down. Instead of moving mucus out of the body, the mucus begins to slide down the back of the throat, especially during the night. This process is known as post-nasal drip. While it might sound minor, the discomfort it causes can be surprisingly draining. Imagine waking up each morning with an itchy, tickling feeling in your throat. You try to clear it, maybe swallow several times, but that sticky sensation just won't go away. For many seniors, this leads to a persistent dry cough or the constant urge to spit something out. Unlike the mucus you get from a cold or the flu, post-nasal drip doesn't go away in a few days. It lingers for months or even years. Sadly, many older adults begin to believe it's just a normal part of aging and try to live with it. But it doesn't have to be that way. In many cases, this issue is made worse by things like dry, indoor air, nighttime acid reflux, or even using nasal sprays too often. Simple solutions like sleeping with your head slightly raised or running a small humidifier next to your bed have helped many people feel relief almost overnight. But beyond the physical irritation, this problem affects confidence and daily life. I've spoken to people who stopped attending social events or church services just because they were embarrassed by the constant coughing. It can feel isolating. You don't have to stay silent about it. If you've been waking up with mucus every morning, ask yourself, is the air in your bedroom too dry? Could your medications be causing dryness? Are your habits before bed making it worse? Small changes like warm lemon water in the morning or improving bedroom humidity can bring powerful results. Reason 2, hidden acid reflux. It might surprise you to learn that the mucus you're coughing up every morning could have nothing to do with your lungs or sinuses at all. In fact, it may be coming from your stomach. One of the most overlooked causes of chronic mucus in older adults is a condition called silent acid reflux, a version of reflux that doesn't feel like the typical heartburn most people expect. Unlike the burning sensation we associate with spicy food or overeating, cils reflux happen quietly. Often during sleep, small amounts of stomach acid slowly rise up into your throat, especially when you lie flat at night. This acid irritates your throat and vocal cords, and in response, your body produces a thick layer of mucus to soothe the damage. You might wake up with a hoarse voice or a lump-like feeling in your throat. You might think it's allergies, or that something is caught there, but in reality, your body is trying to heal from irritation you didn't even feel happen. This condition becomes more common with age, The muscle that's supposed to keep stomach acid where it belongs, the lower esophageal sphincter, can weaken over time. That means acid has an easier time creeping upward when you sleep. I remember speaking with a woman named Eleanor, who was 70 years old. She had been struggling with morning mucus for months. Doctors told her there were no signs of infection, and her chest x-rays were normal. But once she started eating dinner earlier, avoiding acidic foods like tomatoes in the evening, and sleeping with her head slightly raised, her symptoms nearly disappeared. The emotional side of silent reflux is also important. Many people feel frustrated or confused, like they're doing everything right and still feel sick. And when friends or family dismiss it as just getting older, it makes things even harder. If this sounds familiar, try changing a few habits. Avoid late-night snacks. Drink something soothing like ginger tea after dinner, and keep your head elevated during sleep. And talk to your doctor not just about heartburn, but about the possibility of silent reflux. Sometimes the answer isn't more medicine. It's smarter habits. Reason 3, dry indoor air. You might think mucus only shows up when you're sick or when the air is heavy with moisture. But for many older adults, the real issue is actually the opposite. The air inside your home might be too dry, and that dryness could be the reason you're waking up every morning needing to clear your throat. Think about it. During winter, heating systems remove moisture from the air. In summer, air conditioning does the same. This leaves your nose and throat dry, especially at night when you're breathing through your mouth. In response, your body does what it knows best. It creates mucus to protect and soothe the irritated tissues. It might seem odd, dry air causing more mucus, but that's exactly what happens. When your airways lose moisture, the lining inside your nose and throat becomes inflamed, almost like a tiny internal burn, so your body produces mucus to keep those areas moist, trap irritants, and reduce inflammation. The longer you stay in that environment, especially overnight, the more likely you'll wake up coughing or feeling congested. I once spoke with a man named Harold, age 75, who had been struggling with thick mucus every morning for over a year. He tried allergy pills, changed his toothpaste, and even cut back on dairy, but nothing helped. Then one winter, his grandson gave him a small humidifier to place beside his bed. Within 1 week, he noticed a huge improvement. 2 weeks later, the mucus was nearly gone. As we get older, this problem becomes even more common. Our skin gets thinner, our bodies hold less water, and some medications like antihistamines, blood pressure drugs, and diuretics can make things even drier. All of these factors create the perfect storm for stubborn, sticky mucus. It's frustrating because it seems to come out of nowhere. You feel fine at night, then wake up coughing and embarrassed at breakfast. You might even avoid going out or answering the phone, not realizing that the real issue might be your air. If this sounds familiar, check your bedroom. Do you use a humidifier? Do you drink water before bed and after waking up? Small changes like these can bring big relief, because when your body doesn't have to defend itself, the mucus often disappears on its own. Reason 4, silent acid reflux. Let's talk about a condition that hides in plain sight: silent acid reflux. For many older adults who wake up each morning with a throat full of mucus, the true cause isn't in the lungs or the nose. It's actually coming from the stomach. Now, when most people hear acid reflux, they immediately think of heartburn, the burning in your chest after a heavy or spicy meal. But silent reflux is a different story. It doesn't bring pain. It doesn't announce itself. It sneaks up during the night while you sleep and leaves behind inflammation, irritation, and a buildup of mucus in your throat by morning. How does this happen? When you lie down flat, gravity is no longer helping keep stomach acid in place. And if the valve between your stomach and throat has weakened with age, which happens to almost everyone over 60, that acid can travel upward. It creeps into the back of your throat and reaches your vocal cords, causing your body to release mucus to protect those sensitive tissues. That's why many people wake up with a sticky feeling in their throat or a rough voice. Some clear their throat dozens of times a day, believing it's just allergies or getting older. But what's really happening is your body is trying to defend itself from a quiet, repeated irritation. Take Margaret, a 71-year-old woman I once met. She had been coughing and clearing her throat for months. She saw specialists, tried allergy meds, changed her pillow, and nothing worked. It wasn't until she changed a few simple habits, eating dinner earlier, avoiding acidic foods like citrus and chocolate, and raising her head slightly at night, that the morning mucus began to disappear. What makes silent reflux especially tricky is that it doesn't feel like a digestive problem. It feels like something stuck in your throat or a cold that never ends. And emotionally, it can take a toll. You begin to feel frustrated, embarrassed, even isolated from others. Talking becomes uncomfortable. You hesitate to socialize. You might even worry something more serious is going on. But once you understand what's happening, you have the power to take control. This isn't just aging. It's your body responding to something very real, and you can do something about it. Start by asking yourself, what time did I eat last night? Did I lie down right after? Am I eating acidic or spicy foods before bed? These aren't small habits, they're powerful clues. And if this sounds like you, drop the number 4 in the comments below to let me know you're still with me. Reason 5: dry air and poor humidity. Another common reason older adults wake up with mucus every morning is something you probably don't notice: the air inside your own home. Dry indoor air might seem harmless, but for seniors, it can quietly cause a chain reaction in the body, especially in the throat and lungs. As we grow older, the delicate linings inside our nose, throat, and airways become more sensitive and less efficient at staying moist. When the air is dry, these tissues dry out even faster. In response, your body tries to protect you by producing extra mucus. It's the body's way of saying, let me coat these areas so they don't crack or get irritated. But instead of feeling relief, what you get is thick, sticky mucus that's hard to clear. This is especially common during the colder months, when heating systems are running constantly, or during hot summers, when air conditioners suck the moisture from every corner of the house. The result, you wake up coughing, clearing your throat, and wondering if it's a cold, allergies, or something worse. Let me share the story of Edward, a 74-year-old former librarian who thought he had chronic bronchitis. Every morning, he sat by his kitchen window with a cup of tea and a box of tissues. He cleared his throat dozens of times before breakfast. But when he visited his niece in Seattle, a city known for its higher humidity, something unexpected happened. He hardly coughed at all. That visit changed everything. Edward realized it wasn't his health that was failing him. It was the dry air in his apartment. After returning home, he bought a simple tabletop humidifier and started using it every night in his bedroom. Within a week, the coughing dropped from constant to occasional. His mornings became calmer. His confidence returned. What's even more important is understanding what dry air does to mucus. Instead of being thin and easy to clear, it turns thick, sticky, and slow-moving. It lingers in your chest and throat, making you feel like something is stuck. It also holds on to dust and bacteria, increasing your risk of infections. If you live in a sealed home with closed windows, fans running, and no plants around, your air might be far drier than you realize. And it's affecting more than just your comfort, it's impacting your health and peace of mind. But here's the good news. You don't need expensive machines or major renovations. Just a few small changes can make a world of difference. Add a humidifier, drink warm fluids, keep a bowl of water near your heater, bring in houseplants that naturally release moisture. If your mornings are filled with throat clearing and frustration, maybe it's time to look not at your body but at your air. As we bring this journey to a close, I'd like to offer a gentle reminder if you've been waking up each day with that nagging urge to clear your throat, or silently worrying that constant mucus could be a sign of something serious. Please know you are not the only one. And more importantly, there is nothing wrong with you. You are not weak. You are not falling apart. You're human, and you're aging with courage. Many older adults quietly carry these daily discomforts without ever mentioning them. Sometimes it's because they believe it's just what happens with age. Other times, they simply don't know what's causing it. But today, we've uncovered something valuable together. These symptoms often have clear explanations, and even better, they often have solutions. Your body isn't failing you. It's just speaking a different language now. Instead of loud warning signs, it whispers, a cough here, a little more phlegm there. These aren't punishments, they're signals. Gentle nudges telling you that your body needs something slightly different now, more moisture, a new sleeping position, a dietary adjustment, or even a second look at your medications. And the beautiful truth is this, you still have the power to respond. A small change like raising your pillow a bit, sipping warm water in the morning, or placing a humidifier beside your bed can lead to noticeable relief. None of these steps require drastic effort. What they require is the belief that your comfort matters and that it's never too late to feel better. So if you found even one helpful insight in today's video, take a moment to reflect on how you can apply it in your life. What will you do differently tomorrow morning? What small shift can you make to support your well-being, your ease, your breath? We would truly love to hear your thoughts. Please share in the comments, what did you learn today that surprised you or gave you hope? Your voice matters. And by sharing, you might help someone else who's been quietly struggling just like you. If this video resonated with you, we'd be honored if you clicked like, subscribe to our channel, and share this with someone who may benefit. Your support allows us to keep creating content that empowers and uplifts the aging journey. Thank you for spending this time with us. You are never alone on this path, and you deserve to breathe easier, feel stronger, and live every day with peace and confidence. We'll see you in the next video.